Let us welcome the sixth speaker. The sixth speaker is Ms. Kaho Arima.
Her speech title is Variety is the Mother of Enjoyment. Variety is the mother of enjoyment. So Ms. Arima, please come up to the stage.
Thank you, Master of Ceremony and honorable judges. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Amami Island? Where is that? It sounds like the middle of nowhere. No wonder, your accent sounds strange. That was the response from my boss at my part-time job when I told him about my hometown. I was quite disappointed to see his prejudice against the countryside, but it was not the only time it happened. Every time I faced similar situations, I wondered why people in Tokyo looked down on those from rural areas. After that, I called my mother and said, "Mom, today I was teased about my dialect. Isn't it horrible? This is exactly what I thought Tokyo people would be like. They are so snobby." Then my mother said, "Hold on, Kaho. Don't you also have a bias against the people in Tokyo? Isn't it also prejudiced to think that all people in Tokyo are snobby?" Oh my gosh. It was in that moment I realized that we all have prejudice against the people who have different hometowns or backgrounds by regarding them as different social groups from our own. In a globalized society, showing respect for people from foreign countries is vital to build a better relationship with them. However, prejudice still remains even between people from different parts of Japan. It's a shame, isn't it? How can we respect people from outside of Japan if we cannot even respect one another? So today, I want to discuss how we can develop better awareness and understanding of one another's backgrounds. One day, a friend from Fukushima Prefecture said to me, "I really don't like to say where I come from because as soon as I say it, people imagine radiation based on stereotypes of Fukushima. If they say, 'I'm so sorry for you,' it always makes me feel like I'm being pitied." This type of bias and prejudice causes two negative consequences. The first one is discrimination. According to the survey by the Sahi newspaper, 62% of people who evacuated from Fukushima have experienced or witnessed bullying and discrimination due to prejudice against Fukushima. Furthermore, this pushes them to hide their real origin within their new community. This is the second consequence, a loss of identity. People try to hide their true character and assimilate by acting exactly like those around them. This happened to me after my dialect was mocked. I decided not to speak naturally because I didn't want to appear uncool or backward. But while I could easily speak standard Japanese, I felt saddened and empty as my unique identity gradually eroded. I wondered if people from other regions had similar experiences, so I took a survey of 105 students at my university who are from different parts of the country. More than 1 in 3 admitted that they were hesitant to use their original dialects for the fear of standing out. Unfortunately, this seems to be a common pattern in Japan. So, why do people judge and label those from different social groups? Anytime we meet new people or visit a new place, there will always be more details than we can see immediately. However, people want to make quick judgments about whether something is positive or negative. So we seize onto something distinctive about the person or place. Perhaps an accent, a type of food, a type of clothes, and so on. This allows us to quickly decide whether or not we like or dislike something. For example, the number of tourists visiting Amami is increasing each year. But most people associate Amami with the countryside or the middle of nowhere. With this simple image, whether or not you like Amami will depend upon whether you like nature or quiet places. But there is more to Amami than this. A rich history, its own culture and traditions, and secret places known only to locals. So what can we do to develop an appreciation of these hidden features? I'm reminded of the proverb, variety is the mother of enjoyment. It means that without differences, life becomes dull and boring. For our own sakes, life is better if it contains diversity. So we should always try to develop deeper awareness of people's backgrounds. This understanding of different characteristics not only improves our lives, but also helps to build closer connections with the people around us. According to government survey, roughly half of the people living in Tokyo come from other parts of Japan. Even so, many of us spend our lives here unaware of and unable to appreciate the rich variety of personal stories that surround us. It's wasteful, isn't it? I always try to keep this in my mind when I meet new people. For example, when I talked with a new friend who was from an area I had heard was attractive, I tried to learn more about her hometown. Through this, I found a lot of new interesting things about both her and the town, and we became much closer. Also, as I became aware of the diverse character of Tokyo people, I found myself fascinated by the bountiful opportunities to make interesting connections and soon forgot my previous over simple stereotypes. Each of us has an identity strongly shaped by our own hometowns. From Hokkaido to Okinawa, and of course, Tokyo. So, ladies and gentlemen, as the first step, let's have fun in exploring the differences among individuals from many different parts of life. And in doing so, show them respect. Such an attitude will help us to learn new things and change how we look at the world. This will make it possible for us to build better relationships with the people around us. So, why don't you talk about your hometown with the person sitting next to you? You will have a chance to discover something new, because variety is the mother of enjoyment. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Arima.
Thank you.
Now we have a question and answer session. Mr. Hayashi, please.
Okay, Kaho, thank you very much for your very variety of talk.
Thank you.
It's so fascinating. I'd like to pay attention to the last paragraph and the middle part of it. Show them respect. Respect.
Yes.
What do you mean by respect in your respective meaning?
Respect means like without discovering people's backgrounds or background that each people have, we cannot see the real truth about themselves, about them. So by discovering those people's backgrounds, we can understand and embrace the differences of people, and then we can show the respect. We can think that his hometown sounds so nice or something like that. So yes, I mean like this. So.
Since I'm from Hawaii, the United States, but from Hawaii, they have a strong accent. And when I made a first English speech contest in the All America English speech contest, then I joined it. I spoke with a heavy Hawaiian accent, but that charmed everybody that I joined the number 5 in the all 55 students. But I believe your variety is the mother of enjoyment. It comes from proverb, I believe. What's the original proverb?
It's my homeroom. When I was a junior high school student, my homeroom teacher said there is a proverb: variety is the mother of enjoyment. It means that in Japanese, 多様性は快楽の母.
Very good.
Yes. So then I knew this proverb.
Good.
Yes, and it was very impressive.
Make it in the dictionary, right?
Oh, yes, right.
Necessity is the mother of invention, and the other one is difference is the taste of life.
Oh, yeah.
Difference is taste of life. You're a very literal person. Would you please explain? Difference is the taste of life. What does it mean?
Yes, I think that's awesome. And also, variety is the spice of life.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. Well, I take it with a broad mind that difference is I would say we can enjoy from different angles.
Yes.
That we can have a positive attitude to know a new person and going to the new world. But some people say that it is difficult to go into the new world. So in that sense, the word you said, the respect, is very, very important. Plays a very important role in communication, right?
Yes.
Okay. So the last part of it, discover something new. As for example, what is it?
For example, when I talked with a friend who is from, Ibaraki Prefecture, I had a little simple image that Ibaraki is a little unappealing because I have seen the ranking, which is the order of attractive prefecture, and it was the last place. So I'm sorry to people from Ibaraki. But so I had a simple image like that. But after a conversation with her, I realized that many new facts like. The number of tourists visiting Ibaraki is increasing, in fact, because and Ibaraki is the largest producer of melon. So then I realized that having such deep conversation can stimulate the interesting conversation.
Okay.
And yes, it is the best way to build better, closer connections with people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for the enjoyment.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Hayashi and Ms. Arima.